Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are healthy and fine and keep doing your work properly. Good, keep it up. So, we are doing chapter 5 primary activities. In that, we have discussed about the pastoralism, nomadic herding, and commercial livestock rearing. We have discussed. Then, we have started types of agriculture. In that, we have discussed about the primitive and intensive subsistence farming. So, today, we will discuss about the next topic, that is plantation agriculture. Plantation agriculture, it is done in a large scale area, large areas. And who introduced this type of agriculture? It is introduced by the European countries like French, Dutch, and Britishers. It is found in tropical areas. It means that it is found in the areas of low latitudes. Large states means large areas used for this. Capital is also large, because when we will do it at a large scale, so it has required large capital. Second thing, from it has required technical support also, because it is without technology or without machines we cannot do at large scale. So technology is also required in this. Single crop is grown at large area. In this, only one crop is grown, not more than one crop. One crop is grown, and that is done in a large area. Cheap labor is required. सस्ता मजदूर वहाँ पे चाहिए, otherwise that person will not get the profit. Good system of transport, because this is a plantation agriculture, so in this we had required that transport system is also good or efficient. Important crops which are grown in plantation agriculture, that is tea, coffee, rubber, cotton, sugarcane, banana and apple. These are the plantation agriculture crops. Now, who introduced these plantation agriculture in different region of the world, that we will discuss. French established cocoa and coffee in West Africa. It means in these areas, West Africa, French brought these two crops in they have started plantation agriculture of these crops in West Africa. Then British set up tea gardens in India. No, you know very well, in Assam, tea gardens, and in Sri Lanka, these were set up by the British government. Rubber plantation in Malaysia, Britishers have set up. Sugarcane and banana in West Indies. West Indies, it is a group of some islands near USA. You know very well this. Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago. These are the part of West Indies. So in rubber plantation in Malaysia, sugarcane and banana in West Indies, who introduced this? British. They have introduced it. Spanish and American introduced coconut and sugarcane in Philippines also they have introduced. Dutch started sugarcane in Indonesia. Dutch people of Netherlands, they introduced sugarcane in Indonesia. Coffee managed British in Brazil. British introduced coffee in Brazil. So these countries have introduced this plantation agriculture in these areas. So these things we have discussed about plantation agriculture. Next is given extensive commercial grain cultivation. It means the grain cultivation is only for the commercial purpose they are doing. They are called extensive commercial grain cultivation. Practiced in semi-arid land of mid-latitude. It is done in the mid-latitude. You can say between the 25 to 50 degree latitude. And semi-arid, it means the irrigation facilities or rain is very less in these areas, not so much. Wheat is the main crop in this. Corn, मक्का जिसको बोलते हैं, barley, जौ and rye are grown in this, because these crops are required less water, so these are grown in these areas, and these are food crops also, grain crops also. Large land holdings, large areas are used for this. Machines are used. Low yield per hectare per high yield per action. It means per acre production is less, but when we will compare it with the population of that particular area, so it is high, because very less people are living in those areas. That's why they have the high production for the per person. Practiced in prairies. These are the grasslands, you know very well. Prairies, Pampas, Veld, Down and Canterbury. So these are the grasslands of the world. So in these areas, extensive commercial grain cultivation is done. Next is given about the dairy farming. Dairy, you know very well, related to the milk of the animals. Most advanced type of animal rearing. So it means these are done with the help of technologies, and they are doing it only for the commercial purpose. High capital intensive. In this, capital is invested or so much. Highly labor intensive. You know very well, for the animals rearing, all things we had required the labor. So that is also. No off season. You know very well, milk is given by the animals throughout the year. So there is no off season. Throughout the year they are involved in this farming. Practiced near urban areas and industries. You know very well the demand of milk in urban areas and industrial areas, not in the rural area, because rural areas people rearing animals, so they had not required milk or these things, only in required in urban areas. So in those areas they are doing, or they are nearby the urban areas. Animal shed, storage facilities, mulching machines are used. Animals, those who are reared in that area, for that shed or these things, shelter facility should be there. Storage facility is also required, because these are the things which become which destroyed easily or become harmful after some times. Machines which are doing the work of milk, they are also used in this. Development of transportation, refrigeration increase the marketing. In dairy farming, transportation facility should be good, efficient, and refrigeration also should be required in those areas for the storage of milk or these things. So these things are required for the dairy farming. Next will come Mediterranean agriculture. Mediterranean area, it is near the Mediterranean Sea. Now we have to know where is Mediterranean Sea. It is between Europe and Africa. यूरोप और अफ्रीका के बीच में एक सी है, उसका नाम है मेडिटेरेनियन सी, भूमध्य सागर. सो the agriculture which is done near the Mediterranean areas or Mediterranean Sea and some areas of far away from Mediterranean Sea also, same agriculture, that's why it is called Mediterranean agriculture. Highly specialized commercial agriculture, it means it is only for the commercial purpose. The crops which are grown in this area, they are only for the commercial purpose. It is an important supplier of citrus, खट्टे फल जिनको बोलते हैं, lemon, orange, these are grown in this area. Grapes, they are grown in these areas. Best quality wine is produced from grapes, because grapes are grown in these areas, so the best quality wine is also produced in these areas. Fruits and vegetables are grown in winter, which are great demand in Europe. It means during the winter season, fruits and vegetables are grown in these areas, and at that time in Europe there is too much cold, so they cannot grow the vegetables and fruits. So from these areas they are sent into the Europe. So at that time there is a large demand of fruits and vegetables during the winter, and these areas were sending in this area, Europe. Practiced in countries around Mediterranean Sea, the countries which are near the Mediterranean Sea, they are doing this. And Chile, Southwest Africa, Australia and California, in these areas also the Mediterranean agriculture is done. It means the characteristics of Mediterranean agriculture are there in these areas also. Now last topic today is about the market gardening and horticulture. Horticulture, you know very well, growing of fruits and vegetables, they are called horticulture. Market gardening is also same thing, the vegetables which are grown in these areas and they will be sent into the market, so they are called market gardening. Vegetable, fruits and flowers are grown in this. Use of irrigation, HYV seed, fertilizer and pesticides are used. You know very well, irrigation facility is also required in this. HYV seeds also, fertilizer and pesticides are used. Pesticide में कीटनाशक इनको बोलते हैं, उनका यूज इसमें किया जाता है. Good transportation is required, so you know very well, fruits and vegetables should be sent into the market as soon as possible, otherwise they will become not good for the health. Labor and capital intensive. These crops, vegetable and fruit, had required hard laborship, and capital is also, money is also required too much for this. Small farms located near urban areas. They are not large farms, they are small farms and they are near the urban areas, so that they can send into the urban areas. Greenhouses and artificial heating is used in cold regions. Those are the cold areas. In those areas greenhouse are created. Greenhouse you know very well, कार्बन जिसके अंदर क्या है कि सनराइज जा सके फिर वापस ना आए, तो उससे क्या होता है कि एनर्जी हीट इंक्रीज हो जाती है उस एरिया के अंदर, तो दे आर कॉल्ड ग्रीन हाउसेज. एंड आर्टिफिशियल हीटिंग ऑल्सो डन इन कोल्ड रीजन फॉर द horticulture. The regions where vegetable is grown is called truck farming. It means the area where these vegetables are grown, and after that when they are taking vegetables and sending into the market, so that process is called truck farming, and they are sending these things from truck, that's why it is called truck farming. It is given in your book also, you will read from your book also what is truck farming, and write down in your notebook also what is truck farming. Practiced in northwest Europe. Northwest Europe means the area which is in the side of Atlantic Sea, northeast USA, that is in inside of Europe and Mediterranean region. In these areas, this market gardening and horticulture is practiced. So today we have discussed about five major types of agriculture. We have discussed plantation agriculture, extensive commercial grain cultivation we have discussed, dairy farming we have discussed, then we have discussed Mediterranean agriculture and market gardening. So some crops or some agriculture's map also I will send, so you will do that map work also and do these notes also, and write down in question form or also. Okay, thank you.